Hello and welcome. This is Cheryl. Thank you so much for joining me today. In this video, I'm sharing day 10 of the 12 days of Stitchmas. So there's 12 days. Each day has a Christmas themed or holiday themed stitching die set in it. This is from Spellbinders. I have all my videos for all of these days in the same playlist. So if you've happened to miss one, it'll be really easy to find the rest of them. And if you've seen all the ones from this year, you can always check out the ones from last year, because I noticed on Spellbinders website, they still have some of the 2024 calendars, and those ones were fantastic as well. So today we have a Let It Snow die set. So it has a sentiment with it, and then an ornament with a little piece on the center of that ornament for the stitching. So I'm doing all of my die cutting off screen. I kept the color palette for this really simple. I'm choosing just red and white with some gold accents. So the sentiment is in red with that poppy cardstock. I also die cut the ornament out of red cardstock, and then that stitching piece is just out of white cardstock. I am stitching it with gold floss to tie in with the gold accents that I have die cut for the hanger for the ornament, as well as the bow. Anytime I start stitching, I use a tiny piece of Best Ever Craft tape to tape that floss down to make sure it's nice and secure. And then once I'm done stitching, I tape it down as well. Then I always die cut a second piece, whether it's the stitching piece or if there's just an outside die or outline die, I just do that outline piece, a solid piece, and then glue that to the back of my stitch piece. It seals in all of that floss, gives it a tiny little bit of extra dimension. It just makes it easier for assembling later. For this particular one, I didn't cut an extra circle piece because this is going to be glued down to the ornament shape, and I figured I could have that set aside drying while I was assembling the rest of the card. So I have two pieces of, or two ornament shapes trimmed or die cut here. One is just the outline. One has an inside piece that has some detail, so it just has some lines in it just to give that ornament a little bit of detail. Then I'm going to glue down that centerpiece, and I like to use some sewing clips to hold those in place while it's drying. That way I can free up my hands and work on other things rather than holding them and waiting for something to dry. So with that done, I can set that aside and work on my background. So for my background, because of the Let It Snow sentiment, I thought a snowy background would be perfect. So I'm going to use the Shimmering Snow embossing folder, and I'm just using Hammermill cardstock for that embossing. It doesn't need to be anything fancy. To tie in more of that gold, first, I'm going to trim this down to 3 3/4 inches by 5 inches. I have a mat out of that poppy cardstock that's going to be trimmed 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. Then I'm taking my sticky mat out and my Lisa Horton gold pad, and I'm just lightly rubbing it on that background. Now that gold pad is a foam pad, and there's not a ton of dimension in that embossed background, so I do get a little bit on the background. Now I could have embossed a new piece and try it again, but because that pad is so soft, the likelihood of getting some of that ink on that background was really quite high. So rather than do that, I decided to just lean into it, go with it, add a little bit more gold so that there was just a little bit more gold streaks on that background. And then I rubbed that pad around the outside just to frame it all in. And it's just a different way to change up your background. It makes those snowflakes a little bit more prominent by having them with that gold ink on top of it. Now in hindsight, I think that that ornament would look really good in gold cardstock. The outside of that ornament that I have die cut in red, I think that would tie in really well as well. So if you're looking at this and thinking there's a ton of red there and it could use a little bit of gold, that would be an easy way to change that up. You wouldn't even need to change up that center white piece with the gold floss, but you could just die cut that ornament in gold and have that as a gold accent, and then have that sentiment just in that poppy cardstock. So just a couple ways to change that up if you wanted to. The other thing, I'm using an embossing folder for the background. You can easily use a press plate if you want, or if you have some snowflake die cuts, you could die cut them. There was that bear from one of the previous stitching dies that had a snowflake die set or die with it. You could die cut that a few times and put that in on the background as well. So there's a few different ways to create a snowy background. You could leave it as is if you wanted, but I do find that adding just an embossed background really enhances the whole card, and in my opinion highlights the stitching die cut and the whole design of it. So once I have all of this glued down, I'm just putting my ornament top and then my bow on there. And I have an acrylic block that I lay on top of there to hold everything down nice and flat while it's drying. Here is the finished card. This one came together super quickly because there was not a lot of stitching on it, but it does have a lot of texture between that embossed background and then the ornament with that stitching feature. Thank you so much for joining me for day 10 of the 12 days of Stitchmas. I will be back tomorrow to share what is in day 11 and to create a card with it.